we are, another day. We've got a large apartment job going today where we're pruning all their oak trees. You only prune your oak trees in the winter due to oak wilt disease. You prune your oak trees from November 1st to March 1st. We got a couple more guys coming out and we're gonna get out there to the job and get going. Hopefully the ground's frozen enough for us and we'll have a good day. You got a card? All right, you're gonna stop at, are we gonna mix? All right, so if we're gonna mix, then just stop at that Circle K gas station right there, and then I will meet you out at the job, and Johnny will be right behind us. All right?
Yeah, we got 2 more.
All right, is there anything out of HQ that we need to grab?
Grab the ropes just in case.
Yeah.
I don't know if we need them.
Just double check, make sure there's no blower or anything in there, and then we'll be on our way. It's about 28 degrees, about 7:30 in the morning. We've been here about a half hour and we're about to take off. All the trucks are ready to go, so we'll see you out there. Guys are at the station gassing up right now. I got here a little early to meet the property manager. He's supposed to be here any minute, so we're gonna check it out, and then once my guys get here, we will be ready to go and we'll get going, and then you'll see some of the action. We are going behind this apartment building and just kind of trimming the lower branches that are kind of impeding on the building and causing moss on the roof. And we're going to cut them all the way back to the tree. It's a healthy way to do it versus just kind of stubbing it out at the end. All the way down this building, and then there's another building that backs up to the woods as well over there. So we're thinking it might take us kind of it'd be 2 easy days, or we might try and slam it all out in one day. We're just trying to, we're gonna see if the weather cooperates with us. But we're gonna take the necessary means to protect the grounds because it's a little soft out here today. So we've got about 240 feet of Alterna mats that we're gonna lay out and just keep all our equipment on the boards for today. These are your standard Alterna mats, 4x8. You could drive up to 120 tons on them. We like them because we get bounce logs off of them and protect the yard better than plywood. If you land anything on plywood, it's just going to go straight through into the yard. So they're a little heavier, but they protect the yards better, and they never really break. So we use them all the time when it gets wet. Taking these times to set the boards up are one of the main differences that CTR has against other companies. A lot of companies just come in, torch the property, and get out and expect their paycheck. We want to make sure that our clients are happy and call us back. Our spider lifts tracks will shrink in to less than 36 inches. The boards are 4 feet wide. This way that we can drive right to where we need to be without getting off the boards and ending up ruining the grass, which is very versatile machine, makes it safer for us, and probably one of the best purchases CTR has ever made. Right now you can see me cleaning up one of the more focal points of the apartment complex because it's right next to the building, rather than just the majority of these trees are going to be straight behind the building. Here you can see the lift set up, the legs come out, it raises up. Right now we got Kyle up there in the lift. He's been up there probably 20 times, but he's just doing a little training right now. We do a lot of on-the-job training because You could tell a guy so many times what's going to happen, but a lot of time you learn by experience, and we do it in safe areas like this where he's not completely over a house or anything, and gives them a good opportunity to learn, especially in the winter when we're not completely slam busy. We can kind of slow down and do a lot of training. So we've set up twice to hit this tree here and that one there, and we're going to work our way down down the back of these backyards over here, and just kind of trim what's really, as you can see, it's really impeding on the building. So we're going to be cleaning all of that up for this apartment complex, and cutting everything all the way back to the tree, because it's a healthy way to make a cut when you're doing big prunes like this. So these oak trees, you have to wait until the winter to do them, because the beetles fly around when it's over 50 degrees and they transfer disease from tree to tree. If you were to try and prune them during the summer, there's a good chance that within a year or two the tree would be completely dead and dangerous. That's why we take the extra precaution and do these during the winter. Good work. Kyle's been with us for about a year now. He learned everything on the ground before we got him up in the air. This is important. So once he's up in the lift, making the more dangerous cuts, he knows exactly what the ground guys are doing, as well as he knows how to make it easier for the ground guys now that he's been doing it for a while. So we have him learn everything on the ground before he gets up in the air. Half the distance to the house. If you're 3/4 the distance to the house, the log length, you don't really want to risk like it hitting the top and going toward the house. But if you have half of it left and you're like, all right, this is halfway to the house, you can go back to the tree, do your snap cut. It won't flip toward the house if you have nothing this way. You could actually drive our lift straight from the bucket to your next spot and set the legs up again. Gas? Oh yeah, always gas up before you go up. It's a little cold up there. This tree was right over the building. Had to do more of a major weight reduction on it because they wanted to keep the tree. I suggested they take it out, but we did more of a weight reduction, taking it way up and taking some larger limbs off the top. This way it was less hazardous to the building. This is our 18XP wood chipper. We'll take full-size logs, sometimes multiple at a time. It's got a wide feed, so we'd feed it straight in with the bobcats. We're out here day 2 of our apartment complex oak pruning job. It's not as there aren't as many large limbs, but we got a little bit more of a delicate landing spot because we're a little tighter on the patios. And we've got a satellite dish, a little more electric boxes, as you can see right over here. So we're gonna have to just take everything down a little bit smaller and ensure that we don't hit anything as it's coming down. But this lift makes it perfect for us because we don't have to climb around these trees and worrying about hitting everything. You can cut it as small as you want, drop it down, and you're a lot safer being in the bucket versus climbing around the trees. Day 1, if you turn over this way, we took everything off the roof. We'll walk you back over there in a second. Did some major limbing up, and today we're gonna go ahead and be doing this section, raising it off the roof. We got a little bit more snow today, which is just kind of ideal now that we're down toward 20 degrees. Ground's gonna be completely frozen for us, so we get our machines in and out. Still gonna lay some boards down because it was only frozen for one night, so it might possibly warm up by the afternoon. So to take care of the ground, we're going to get those down as well. It's going to be kind of not so much of a rush day. We got a lot done the first day. Today will be a little smaller for us, so we can take our time, just make sure that we do everything perfect for our client. We got the guys gassing up all the equipment for today. We only took one of our trucks to the station. Our massive truck doesn't fit in all the stations, so we like to just bring some diesel cans, fill them up right when we get to the job. That way that truck could just go straight to the job and then straight home. And then if you check this out, this was all hanging down, touching the buildings that you'll see in the video. And it's completely raised up now, and even the limbs that are still kind of hanging over the top, like this tree, they didn't want to take it out, but we did more of a major weight reduction on the top, so even though it's still leaning toward the building, they don't have to worry about it as much since it's very cleaned out. And you got to be careful not to take too much off these trees. If you take more than 30% of the tree off, you kind of risk shocking it too much, and it might not take to the pruning as well. So we didn't take all of it. We didn't just straight limb up the whole one side of the tree, because you got to make sure that the tree still remains healthy while also protecting the property. Towards the end, it was a little further off the building, so we just kind of cleaned these ones up a little bit nicer rather than taking too much off of them and shocking the tree. But if you look back, building's clear, and that was our description for the job. And already talked to the client, and they're very happy with the first section, and we're gonna keep moving just the way we did on the first one and the second one. Let's go check in on our guys, and we'll get rolling for some more action today. A lot of clients think or ask me that I'm probably waiting for it to warm up during the winter, but really we actually love it when we have these cold days, because the property just gets really protected, and a lot of times we don't even have to lay boards when it completely freezes up. We don't have to worry as much about how the branches fall, just because it's not really going to stick into the ground. So we bundle up. We've got hand warmers, heated gloves, we've got heated socks if we need them. I think sometimes they throw toe warmers in. You can see the wood chippers right here taking full logs. Chip truck is about 12 yards, and we're looking to upgrade to a bigger one, or getting a second one at the moment, so we can split into two crews. Also looking at a debris truck right now. Equipment's really expensive right now, but makes the job easier. But a lot of the job is just skill and knowing what to do, doing it thousands of times, making sure that you're doing it the best for the clients. These limbs over the roof would be really difficult to get if you had to climb these trees, because to get all the way out to the ends of them to cut them safely and miss all these objects below, you have to get to the very top of the tree, because we're able to get back here with our spider lift. We can just set up, go straight up, piece it off from the end, versus having to spend about 20 minutes to probably just get out to the one limb that we could bounce one to another from. All the hard work's done, roof line's clear, everything's cut back to the trees. All we gotta do is knock down a couple of these smaller ones that are hanging out, clean up perfect for our client, and we got maybe one more tree to trim for them a little bit later, but other than that, we're wrapping up this job. It was a good 2-day job. Client already talked to them, they're happy, and we will be on our way out of here. We're gonna pack everything up, make it all look nice, and we'll be ready for the weekend and be back at it again on Monday. But thanks for watching us.